Hello and welcome to the bottom tier deck tech. Today we are talking about the winner and the champ of the Commoner Cup that you saw in our last episode, where Marshall went and won our Commoner Cup series with a Commoner Lexi deck. So I wanted to talk about what this deck is. So let's first start off with the equipment suite. All right, so we can first start with our weapon. We are playing with Death Dealer. Death Dealer is once per turn action. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. If you do, draw a card. This is great to be able to resource through cards because you are looking to set up some combos, which we'll talk about later on. So that's the primary bow we use. We don't use Shiver, anything like that. With it being Commoner, we don't have anything crazy in here. We don't have New Horizons, which is what you typically see, but we do have a Honing Hood. Destroy Honing Hood, return all cards in your arsenal to your hand. Then you get a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. This is great for getting go again on some of your cards. If you reveal a Lightning Surge or Electrify and then use Honing Hood, you'll be able to reload pretty much instantly and be able to have that go again on that arrow, allowing you to be able to shoot about 3 times, which is awesome. We also have Bullseye's Bracers, where if you destroy this, it loads up your arsenal and you can give it +1. That's amazing as well. To be able to do that, we have a Code of Frost. Destroy Code of Frost, create a Frostbite token on the target's hero control. Go again. And we have Snapdragon Scalers for the standard cards. Sideboard, we have our Null Rune Hood and Null Rune Robe, which is perfect for wizards. And we also have an Iron Rot Helm if we feel like it's going to be a little too aggro. We want to be able to avoid that here. So that's what we have that for. I do want to talk more about the meat and potatoes of what this deck is. So essentially this is a lightning build, so you can go aggro fast, but there's something very particular about this. Lexi's a very interesting hero because unlike Azalea in Commoner, Azalea kind of forces you to think about some of the on-hit effects. So in order to, and that's what makes her really powerful, but Lexi can overdo that because there's something similar because the on-hit effects just deals more damage. So we can see here that the prime and the piece of resistance are Frazzle. Frazzle is a lightning fusion card. If Frazzle was fused, whenever an attack would deal damage this turn, instead it deals that much damage +1. So this is for all of it, and it's a cost 1, shoot for 5. And if you're able to load up a lightning card in your arsenal, you'll be able to pretty much give this go again, which is amazing. But that really fuses in and ties in with Buzzbolt. If Buzzbolt is fused, whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, it deals 1 damage to them. So that means we have 2 of those that stack like that. And so now we can play both these cards, and that means the card after that will do even more. Fuse that with Electrify. The next time an attack action card hits the hero this turn, deal 3 damage to them. Draw a card if you play from Arsenal. You also have Dazzling Crescendo. If Dazzling Crescendo was fused, it gains go again. That could go over here. I read that wrong. I thought it was something else. But that can be played at the very end or the beginning to be able to kind of set off the chain of effect, which is awesome. Right? Very good card. Over here, we have some other cards. We have Lightning Surge. This is our Lightning Sweep. If Lightning Surge is played from Arsenal, it gains go again, right? So you can save that, play it from Arsenal if you'd like. You have Heaven's Claw. This is great to be able to start your turn revealing a lightning card in your arsenal. It can also give it go again. Hitting hard for 5 go again, which is awesome. Use it for fusion. You have Entine Lightning. Entine Lightning infused, it gains go again. We already talked about that one. And then we have Shock Striker. Once per turn instant, Shock Striker gains. If Shock Striker hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them. So you're able to kind of do that effect multiple times. And so you can see moves attack and hit for 7, 6, 5, which is incredible. It's a huge, huge thing to do. So again, you're looking for your Electrify, your Frazzle, and your Buzzbolt, and they're really cheap too. They all cost 1. So if you pitch a blue, you'll be able to play all 3, which is awesome. Being able to go out there and do that. Of course, we have some support cards too, which we'll talk about here to be able to make sure you can utilize your arsenal in a really good way. So let's check it out. Here we want to see what our cards are to be able to make sure we load up our arsenal as much as possible. And so one of the ways we're going to do that is with Overflex. So Overflex is +4 and it gives you the reload option. So if you start your turn with that, you have an empty arsenal or you reveal an electric card, you'll be able to go out there and play and then be able to reload, shoot, and then activate Death Dealer and draw a card, which usually will give you Lightning Fusion, so you can do that too, which is awesome. We also have Razor Reflex. This is a standard card. You can use it to be able to give all these 1 costs +3, enabling the hit to do the extra damage from the chain links you put up. And then we have Ravenous Rabble, which is just a great card anyways to get go again, maybe be able to get a hit. And our only ice card in the deck, I believe, is Winter's Bite. So Winter's Bite is a blue, so you can get that 3 cost, but also gives the target a Frostbite, or they discard a card unless they pay 1. Go again. So that's really nice too, which is great. But that's pretty much the standard part of the deck. Let's kind of see how many cards there is, what the card count is, and then we'll kind of go into some gameplay of what that looks like. Okay, so we can kind of see we have a lot going on. I showed you all the base cards, but we do run the full suite for Heaven's Claw. We have the Rainbow Road going on with the red, yellows, and blue. That's just for the extra pitch, and also to be able to enact Go again as you place it in your arsenal. We also do have Frazzle in the whole suite. This is the best part of the deck. That I would say the focus with that effect of dealing an attack would deal damage. Please do that damage +1, which is great. And so those are the best cards there. We also have 2 red and 2 blue of Electrify, which partners up really well with the Frazzle. We also have 2 blue and 2 red of Buzzbolt, which again is the one that partners well with Frazzle. And then we have 2 red and 2 blue for Lightning Surge, because being able to have Go again is awesome. We got 2 Ravenous Rabbles, 2 red Shock Strikers, 2 red Overflex, 2 red Dazzling Crescendos, 2 blue Winter Bites, and 2 Razor Reflex. We are running 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 blues, or 14 blues inside this deck. The rest are red except for Frazzle and Heaven's Claw. We have those. And so we're running 14 blues, 4 yellow, and then you do the math for the rest, so 22 reds. It's a pretty awesome deck to be able to do that. Massive damage, big hits, and it really does really well in the commoner format and strikes pretty hard. So I'm going to shuffle up and do a couple mock draws with you, and then we'll kind of see what that looks like. All right, we have our deck shuffled. We just go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna act like we're doing a couple rounds. This is something I do a lot with new decks that I build or that I'm playing with, just to be able to get a feel and understand the deck more. I think drawing 4 cards and seeing like the hand is gonna be the most beneficial. So we're gonna draw, we're gonna have a blue Entwine Lightning, red Razor Reflex, blue Heaven's Claw, and a Lightning Surge. Right off the bat, we're already filled with a lot of blues. There is 14, as I said, so that's pretty huge. None of them seem to be arrows either, so it's just a very interesting thing. So if I was going first, it would be, I don't know how I'd feel about it. I'm gonna go ahead, and because I have a few lightning cards in my hand, it may be beneficial to just go ahead and play Entwine Lightning, fusing with a Heaven's Claw, showing him that card, and then returning it back to my hand, having them be able to go for it and block. I would probably wait it out. I don't know, I kind of want to go again from Lightning Surge too. So I would go ahead and probably let them attack, or let them block that if it was first turn. Move to end step, arsenal, and then pass to them. I don't mind having a Heaven's Claw in there. I think that's just a good way to get rid of that card and maybe present some damage towards them and giving them a little bit of info. They would of course have their turn as we draw back up to 4, giving us that Heaven's Claw for 5 and the Buzzbolt, and be able to start attacking towards us. I don't know if I take all damage here, but we're going to say they attack us for pretty good. I would want to keep the Heaven's Claw so I could load up the bow and draw a card, which is nice, the blue one. So the thing I'd probably block with is I'd probably block with this Heaven's Claw and hold on to the rest of my hand, because I feel like we can get a little bit of what's going on. So we're gonna go ahead, act like that happened, keep this 3-card hand, which is nice, and then we're going to activate Lexi's ability. Once per turn action, face down card in your arsenal. Lightning card, next turn will get go again. So we're going to go ahead and play Lightning Surge from my arsenal, gaining us go again. And if it's played from arsenal, I do get go again. So that's very nice. So I kind of double it there. So with that, what would I do? I guess that ability doesn't really matter for us right now because it does get go again. But we're going to go ahead and to go again. They'll block it hopefully or not. We would pitch, activate Death Dealer. If you have no cards in your arsenal, put an arrow card from hand face up. We're going to draw. We have another Buzz Bolt in there. We are going to go ahead and now shoot the Buzz Bolt, which is attacking for 5. We don't have lightning, so maybe that was a bad play. Attacking for 5, and so it's just going for 5. We can then raise a reflex, be cheeky, arsenal, pass back over to them. That's kind of what I would be doing. Of course, I'm not a pro Lexi player, so that's kind of what it is. But for commoner, that was pretty decent damage. 7, not bad. Draw back up. They're going to attack us. This is a turn I really, really like, so I don't think I would want to do anything too crazy. But it could enable me to, yeah, I think that's what I'd do. So I think pretty much as an instant, I would return this to my hand and put Electrify in there, because I think I can kind of pop off this turn. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take all their damage. Unless I'm versing 5, I don't think I'm going to get produced enough damage to really die. And then I will go ahead and start my turn. So first off, I would show Electrify, giving me go again, right? I then will play from Arsenal. I'll pitch this Frazzle, play from Arsenal, Electrify. The next time my attack action card hits this turn, deals 3 damage to them. Perfect. I then will go ahead and Ravenous Rabble. Attacking for 2. So if they let that hit though, they're going to get 3 damage. So they could force block, which is nice. Okay. I do have 2 resources remaining. And so what I'm going to do is, what was that card there? It is Buzz Bolt. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead, put this Frazzle in here, using Death Dealer, draw a card, getting Buzz Bolt. We'll go ahead now and shoot the Frazzle. Cool. That has, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. I think I messed up there. So Ravenous Rabble would already has go again, so I wouldn't have done that. I would have definitely Buzz Bolted, definitely draw my card before I play the Ravenous Rabble. Shoot for 5 because it has go again. If that hits, they get hit for 3. Now I've activated that. Then, because I go again, out Ravenous Rabble, see that is now attacking for 4 go again, which is very smart. So 5, 4, and then I need to load up again. So I would break my Bullseye Bracers, be able to put this Frazzle in there, and then shoot it off, attacking for another 5. So with all that, it could have done quite a bit of damage. So that's about like 14 damage and around +3, so 17 damage Lexi was able to shoot off. And that's kind of like I like to play together with my do a couple rounds by myself, understand more of like the plays. So I could mess up, be like, actually I'd want to do that and do this. So that's kind of how I go with this deck. It's a really interesting deck. I really like this build for commoner. And so yeah, I highly recommend checking it out if you have any local commoner tournaments going on. If you haven't watched our Commoner Cup commentary, it is pretty funny. I would like to say I'm really proud of it, so I would go check it out. But this has kind of been the deck tech for Lexi. Go out there, practice some commoner. Hopefully you can get this build and play. I will have the deck list in the description so you guys can check it out. And then if you're here at the end of the video, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. But go out there, have some fun, play some Commoner, and if you're ever in Arizona, we play every Tuesday at Olympus Games in Mesa. So again, I'm Matt. This has been the bottom tier. Go check out this Lexi. It's pretty awesome, and we'll see you guys next time.